Welcome back to Ride 360 guys. I'm really excited you're here today because we're about to talk about a bike that perfectly blends adventure styling, daily practicality, and that signature reliability riders love from Honda Motor Company. The 2026 Honda CB200X might look like a mini adventure beast at first glance, but once you spend a little time with it, you realize it's not just about looks, it's about comfort, confidence, and a smooth riding experience that feels welcoming whether you're a beginner or someone who's been riding for years. The first thing you notice when you walk up to this machine is its stance. It has that tall, upright posture inspired by larger ADV motorcycles, and honestly, it gives off a much bigger bike vibe than its engine category suggests. The front beak-style design, muscular tank shrouds, and sharp LED headlight all combine to give it a modern, slightly aggressive personality while still keeping things elegant and commuter-friendly. It's the kind of bike that turns heads at traffic signals, not because it's flashy, but because it looks purposeful and ready for anything. When you swing a leg over, the seat height feels approachable yet commanding. Riders who like a clear view of the road will appreciate the upright seating position, wide handlebars, and relaxed footpeg placement. This ergonomic triangle is clearly designed for comfort, especially for city commutes and longer weekend rides. Even after extended time in the saddle, you don't feel cramped or overly stretched, which is something riders often struggle with in this segment. The cushioning is well balanced too, soft enough for comfort but firm enough to prevent fatigue. Now let's talk about what's powering this machine. The 2026 version continues with a refined 200cc class engine that focuses on smooth acceleration and efficiency rather than raw speed. Twist the throttle and you'll notice how linear the power delivery is. It doesn't jerk or surprise you, instead, it builds speed gradually, which makes it incredibly confidence-inspiring for new riders. At the same time, experienced riders will appreciate how predictable the throttle response is when navigating traffic or winding roads. The gearbox is light and precise, making shifts feel satisfying rather than mechanical. Whether you're moving through city traffic or cruising on open stretches, gear transitions remain smooth and consistent. The clutch action is also light, which is a blessing during stop-and-go rides. You don't realize how important that is until you spend half an hour in urban congestion, and your hand still feels fresh instead of tired. One of the strongest points of this bike is its suspension setup. Up front, you get telescopic forks tuned to absorb bumps comfortably, while the rear monoshock keeps things stable and planted. This balance means the bike handles potholes, speed breakers, and uneven roads with surprising ease. It's not a hardcore off-roader, but for rough city streets and light trail rides, it performs confidently. The ride quality feels composed rather than bouncy, which gives riders a reassuring sense of control. Handling is another area where this bike shines. Because of its lightweight frame and well-balanced chassis, it feels nimble and easy to maneuver. Tight turns, U-turns, and narrow streets don't intimidate it at all. In fact, the bike almost encourages you to lean into corners just a little more because it feels so stable. For beginners, this translates to a bike that helps you learn quickly. For seasoned riders, it means a fun, flickable machine you can enjoy daily without feeling bored. Braking performance is equally reassuring. With disc brakes providing strong stopping power and a responsive feel at the lever, you always feel in control. The braking system is tuned for progressive response, meaning you can slow down gently in traffic or stop quickly when needed without the bike feeling unstable. Safety and predictability clearly played a big role in its design philosophy. Let's not forget the technology side of things, because modern riders expect more than just mechanical reliability. The digital instrument cluster is clean, easy to read, and packed with useful information like speed, gear position, fuel level, trip data, and more. It's laid out in a way that doesn't overwhelm you while riding. Even in bright sunlight, visibility remains strong, which is something riders really appreciate during daytime travel. Lighting is fully LED, which not only improves visibility at night but also gives the bike a premium look. The headlight beam spread is wide and bright, helping you see obstacles clearly on darker roads. Indicators and tail lights also have that crisp LED glow that adds to the bike's modern personality. Another highlight is fuel efficiency. Bikes in this category are often chosen for their practicality, and this one definitely delivers. The engine is tuned to maximize mileage while still offering enough performance for daily riding needs. This means fewer fuel stops and more time enjoying the ride. For commuters, that's a huge advantage, especially when fuel prices fluctuate. Design details deserve appreciation too. The paint finish, graphics, and panel fit feel well crafted and durable. Even small touches like the textured seat material and the shape of the mirrors show that attention was given to both aesthetics and functionality. It doesn't feel like a budget motorcycle, it feels like a thoughtfully designed one. What really makes this bike special is its personality. Some motorcycles are built purely for speed, some purely for style, and others purely for practicality. This one manages to combine a bit of everything. It looks adventurous, rides comfortably, handles confidently, and stays economical. That balance is what makes it appealing to such a wide range of riders. Imagine using it for your daily commute during the week. It's light enough to filter through traffic, efficient enough to save fuel, and comfortable enough to keep you relaxed. Then the weekend arrives, and you decide to take it out for a longer ride. The upright posture, wind protection from the small visor, and stable handling suddenly make it feel like a mini touring machine. That dual personality is something riders really value because it means one bike can serve multiple purposes. Another thing riders often mention is how approachable it feels. Some motorcycles can be intimidating because of their weight, height, or aggressive power delivery. This one feels friendly from the moment you sit on it. The balance at low speeds is excellent, which makes parking, slow riding, and tight maneuvering stress-free. For someone upgrading from a smaller bike, it feels like a natural step up rather than a big leap. Sound is another subtle but enjoyable aspect. The exhaust note is refined and smooth, not overly loud but still satisfying. It gives you that gentle reminder that you're riding a machine designed for enjoyment, not just transportation. The tone matches the bike's personality perfectly, calm, confident, and composed. Maintenance is also part of the ownership experience, and this model keeps things simple. The engine is known for reliability, and routine servicing is straightforward. Spare parts availability and service support are generally strong, which gives riders peace of mind over the long term. Owning a bike shouldn't feel like a constant responsibility, and this one keeps things hassle-free. Visually, it sits in a sweet spot between sporty and adventurous. The lines are sharp, enough to look modern, yet not overly aggressive. The front profile especially stands out with its rally-inspired styling cues. Park it next to other bikes in its category, and you'll notice it carries a more premium presence despite being in an accessible segment. What I personally love is how confidence-boosting it feels on the road. When a bike gives you that sense of control and comfort, it makes every ride more enjoyable. Instead of focusing on managing the motorcycle, you can focus on enjoying the journey, the scenery, and the freedom that riding brings. That's really what motorcycling is all about. For riders who like customizing their bikes, this one offers plenty of possibilities. You can add crash guards, auxiliary lights, luggage mounts, or touring accessories to match your riding style. Its design adapts well to personalization, so you can make it look and function exactly how you want. At the end of the day, what makes the 2026 model stand out isn't just one feature, it's the overall package. It's approachable yet stylish, efficient yet fun, simple yet modern. It doesn't try to overwhelm you with extreme specs, instead, it focuses on delivering a balanced riding experience that feels right every time you hit the road. So if you're someone looking for a motorcycle that can handle daily life, occasional adventures, and everything in between without stressing your budget or your skill level, this machine deserves serious attention. It's proof that you don't need a massive engine or a huge price tag to enjoy motorcycling. Sometimes, the best rides come from bikes that are designed with real riders and real roads in mind. And honestly, that's what makes talking about bikes like this so enjoyable. They remind us that riding isn't only about speed or competition, it's about freedom, comfort, and the simple joy of being on two wheels.